Good evening, chess players and chess lovers. This is Cherka Chess Champ. So I'll be live streaming Proxy's last round. It's going to be a rapid, and this is Proxy's tournament organized by Kenyans, and it runs for about 15 days, and it's played in standard format, but on the chess and different time controls used. On some days they will play blitz, on other days we play rapid, on other days we play blitz. For this particular day, which is the last round for this season 5, it's going to be a rapid, and the time control is 10. It's 10 plus, or as you can see here. And right now already we have players who have signed in. We have Pima with 3 points, Kenyan Goat, and Chuti Magala. So many players already online, and I think it's going to be exciting. It's going to be interesting, and I hope today win. I really want to win this one, and I think I'll win it. I'll win it. So without much further ado, let's get into the tournament. Let's go into the tournament, and just want to share the link in a few WhatsApp groups, especially the East African WhatsApp groups, and we'll see which players will be able to view the games live. Others will probably watch them after, but we are hoping we can have as many viewers as possible. Prox is sponsored, but interestingly, we have one of the sponsors from Nigeria is called Adet. Is one of the promotes chess in Africa generally, but also promotes Crazy House chess among the Nigerians, and also is trying to encourage East Africans to take up Crazy House chess, and also other variants, but mostly Crazy House chess. So it's one of the sponsors. Prox has a website, so I've put the link in the description below. So those who want to check it out and also check out previous seasons winners, they can check them out. The immediate season before this one, that is season 4, was won by Q Chess, and the one before that was won by Chireka Chess Champ, that is me, and the one before that was also won by Chireka Chess Champ. So yeah, that's interesting. Let's just get into the games right now. So I'm just joining right now, as you see. So I hope to just berserk all the games, because the time control of 10 plus, oh, it's a very high time control. So I hope to berserk all the games. And right now, I haven't yet been paired. Usually with rapid time controls, it takes long to be paired. The pairing takes some time to load, but I know I'll get an opponent soon. Already there are 38 people who have signed in, though if we can see if one has paused, a few haven't really started playing. But yeah, we have 38 players who have signed in. And my first opponent is Natu Ntakuchapa sana. Ntakuchapa is the Swahili word for I'll beat you. So basically his name is I'll beat you, and sana is a lot, like I'll beat you a lot, or I'll beat you much, something like that. Well, I don't know if you chapper me, but I hope to chapper him before he chappers me, if that makes sense. But I played the Rusolimo, and I think I'm the number one a play of the Rosolima in East Africa. I don't think I understand it more than everybody else. Only that I liked on C6, and I want to put as much pressure on his king as early. I could have waited for him to castle, but I don't think I'll wait. I'll simply put as much pressure on his king and as fast as possible. Because I've already castled, I just need to navigate this bishop, and then I have an attack. Okay, that is just basically to create a weakness in his defense. Just want to bring this rook into the game. Then I want to navigate my knight here and then here. Well, he wants to exchange it out. I'm not ready for exchanges. You have to be careful. The bishop may be trapped. You have to really be careful. He's not necessarily a weak player. I think I've just blundered a piece because he can just fire here, fire. He didn't see. I had blundered a piece. He could have just fired right here. Then after the rook exchange, it takes the knight. He didn't see it. East Africans are known to make funny blunders. Well, how do I go about this? How do I go about this? Let me just exchange that. I don't like my play. I don't like my piece positioning. I'd like to change that. The question is how. Well, he has played well. I intend on firing this pawn, and I need to put enough pressure. Also looking for a mating attack maybe somewhere. Need to be careful. This game looks drawish. Honestly, it looks drawish. Well, he has opened up on that side. I want to bring my king into the game. I cannot capture it because the king will be in the pin. He has gone for the exchange. You need to be careful here. You really need to be careful, otherwise you may lose the game. I have this check right here. So just check him and threaten take this pawn. Take the pawn so to create a passed pawn. Check. Need to be careful. I want to promote the pawn to queen. Successfully, that is. Well, he has played well. Let me capture this pawn. Then I set my rook right here. If he captures, I pawn push and I go to queen. If he doesn't capture, it's also pawn push on the king on the king side, h4, and we'll go for a draw. He has to sit his king on d7. He has to do it now, otherwise I'm going to promote the pawn to queen. Well, he's taking his time to think, unless he has a network challenge. Well, he has thought through his decision and his action, and he has realized it's for the best. Well, this game looks to be a draw. Just over him a draw. It's difficult to win this. Actually, it would even be easy for someone to blunder in such a position. If he insists, then we shall play on. This is a drawn game. I think he hopes into tricking me into I don't know what. Sometimes Kenyan players are like that. It's a drawn game, you ask him for a draw, and he just wants to waste your time. And I don't know why Kenyan players have that habit. And I've only seen it in Kenyan players. So that's 1 point for me. The person who's already leading is Primad with 6 points. Pimad is Pancho Madol from South Sudan. He's an interesting chess player. I've had a match with him, and I won the match. It was very interesting set of games. Maybe one day I'll do a video on him. This is Dut Agol, also another South Sudani. So this is like a reverse Sicilian. Oh, not necessarily Sicilian, but putting pressure on the king side very early. It's like a Dutch kind of. And my opponent has castled on the queen side. So I think this is going to be a battle for the survival for the fittest. And I don't think that's a very good move. That's a it's not a good move that he has opened up his queen side. I don't put a rook here and then I penetrate. But let me first bring the queen here, then I bring the second rook here. But while I'm attacking him, I need to leave one or two forces ready to defend this position, just in case it becomes porous. Well, he has bypassed, which was expected. He's playing quite well. So what should I do in this position? Need to be careful not to give out pieces. I think let me just take my queen back to defend. Not going to try anything fancy. I'll just play solid. Let's play solidly. Looking at a knight sack here and then pawn push here. Try to weaken him. Or pawn push first, then knight sack. And I take out one or two of these pieces. Well, he has taken the queen away from danger. But my king is a bit exposed, and all the rooks are on the queen side, hoping to attack him. So how do we go about this? Let me take the rook out of that possible fork. I don't like that move. I somehow don't like it. But I think he has just blundered a piece. I need to just check him here. After that, means that if I fire, his queen comes into the game and probably looks for a mate threat or anything like that. But also, if he, for some reason, chooses to fire first, then my knight captures here, he will bring in his what? Queen in this very square, but then I can bring in my queen right here. So I just need to look for counterplay, enough counterplay. I think let me just bring my queen right here. Let me ignore what's transpiring the other side. I'm already a fat piece up. I'm just going to win slowly. That's what players need to learn, that once you're an advantage up, just don't complicate the game. Just win easily. Like right here, my plan is to capture this pawn and also go to queen. Oh no, I've just donated a. Have I just donated a piece? I think I've just donated a knight. I could have done better. I should have done better. But I intend to use the fact that I've given either knight for free to my advantage. The question is how. I intend to bring this queen here. If he picks it, then I queen right here. It will be a mate. If he doesn't capture it, that is. But that's a blunder. Reason being, if I put the queen here, I'll capture it. Then when I queen, he puts the queen there to block. So that's not a very good move. I need to think this through. How about a rook check here? If he goes up, I capture the free rook. If it fires with a queen, then when it captures with a bishop, then the pawn promotes. Correct. That's what I was talking about earlier. Once you're an advantage up, just win easily. The knight is seated on E7, so it's really protecting everything. I want to check him here, but he will put the bishop. So what do I do when he puts the bishop there? I'll simply take the queen to B1 and ask for the exchange. If he doesn't exchange, I'll bring the queen to E4. So yes, Dutagol is in a pickle right now. It's difficult streaming while playing. The other times I've done it before, I lost terribly. I lost so many games. So this time I hope I won't lose as many games. Well, it's his turn. He's thinking. As you can see, maybe he's having a network challenge, saying your opponent has left. You can claim victory in 2 seconds. I think I'll claim victory and play the next opponent. I didn't berserk that particular game. I realized late after the move had been played. This is Magembo. I'll berserk this one. Magembo is an interesting player. I've many times in this Prox. And he's a Kenyan player who plays very interesting attacking chess. But I'm not going to spare him. I'm an aggressive player in my own right, so I'll throw everything at him from the very word go. So I intend to open up for this bishop to attack this side. Probably I should have gone for a full blast g4 right now. Okay, we go. It's an interesting move. I actually like it because he's planning to is planning to play the knight here, thereby attacking my queen and the bishop. But let's see what he can do. I don't intend on giving him any, neither the bishop nor the queen. But I've sacked two queens before. Well, he has played interesting. He has played an interesting move. So I intend on retreating my queen right here so that I bring other forces into the game. I want to bring this knight here, then the knight here, and force matters. I think instead of the queen, I should have developed the knight. But I wanted to avoid that the fork. So he intends to push here and then develop he intends to develop the bishop, right? So as he's developing his bishop, let's also develop our own pieces. If he pushes b6, I may have to pin him first. I don't want to, but those are the consequences of trying to attack me. I don't intend on castling on the queen side, on the king side rather. Well, he has played beautifully. That's a very beautiful move. I actually like it. I admire it. He wants to get rid of the bishop, which could be the problem. But I also want to get rid of his knight. Okay, this allows me to push h4. My bishop is in trouble. I hope he doesn't see the move. I think let me play this first. So that if he pushes c5, I'm able to exchange it out immediately. You don't have to wait to be attacked to defend well, or to play well for that matter. I think he still treasures his knight. He's not ready to lose it. His bishop pair. He has played well. I like that move. It comes so that when the bishop move comes, it's already attacking something. I like it. I like that he's forward thinking, you know. But so am I. I intend on capturing that bishop out of the game. He has played well. If I fire the bishop, he'll fire my queen first in check. He'll fire my knight first in check. And so I have to be very careful. Well, like I said, Magembo is an attacking player and he has proved his attacking prowess. He has played well. He has more time than me, but I have a bishop and one more pawn than him. I hope to use it to my advantage. So let's start. Oh no, I've blundered. I should have fired the rook first anyway. Should have fired the rook in check. Trying to destabilize him a bit. I need to develop this bishop. Bishop is out of the game, out of touch. My battery is low. I don't know if I'll be able to finish this particular game. So my plan is simple. I need to develop this bishop in one or two moves. Okay, let's start with that. So bishop check on c5 will be dangerous to him. My battery is low on both the laptop and the phone, so I may have to pause or stop the live stream. Electricity is off in Uganda, so it's really a tricky position. He has a series of checks, but I'll just try to maintain my king on the f file. I won't get anywhere near maybe e4 or e2. Because if I do that, he simply gets an advantage. Okay. I think he has a few checks in, but let's wait and see. If I move here, he will not have any other check. However, if I move here, he will have the rook pin right here. So I don't want to give him that. The bishop to have the freedom to move. Can check as long as he wants. Okay, he still has curtailed its freedom. So let's start our own set of checks. Well, he thinks he's check free, which is not exactly true. I'll have to be very careful. have to be careful. I might have blundered. I think we may go for a draw. Reason being, his king only has one set of squares to go to. His position is drawn. His king can't go anywhere else. It's a perpetual check. And I think he can clearly see that.